Ah, let's get nice and back and comfy again. Gosh, was it a year ago? It was a year ago we were just at a local grocery store and they had a extra wide chair, I think that's what it's called. It's not a love seat. It's like a armchair and a half, but it's just enough to fit Shell and myself comfortably. Just sitting around, and it is the most comfy thing. Okay. One, two, three. Nope. Biggest problem. I'm actually doing great here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, that's kind of nuts. Ow. I see how that works. Well, this is a mess. Okay, I like the spear better with him. It's still no Daruk. But I can see the benefit of using some of the other weapons. Okay. Excuse me, sir. None of that whatever the heck you're doing. Instead, there we go. I like the cinematic maneuvers with Link here. They're fun to watch. I still think I like Daruk better, but that's okay. I see. So, the uncharged version is has a lot more range. Yeah, here we go. It's still no Daruk. But it does get the job done to some degree. Well, that messed him up in a real bad way. I wonder if his right trigger is different. It's probably not. So how does the story go this time around? Better narrative than last Hyrule Warriors? It's got, like, an actual narrative, yes. I don't remember the narrative at all from the previous Hyrule Warriors. I remember it as just kind of a goofy... Ooh, I think that's actually better. But, like, this game has a very decent standalone story that I've experienced so far. Honestly, it might even have a better immediate story than Breath of the Wild. It really kind of depends on your standards and, like, how much of a purist you are. Let me guess. More spear. Nope, I can use anything on this one. Okay. Let's move away from the spear. Let's try Big Axe. But one way or another, I would say if you're a fan of Breath of the Wild, this one's worth trying just for the connection. And, you know, I'm not going to say more of the same, but it's like, do you want to get to know the characters slightly better and actually see them interact when they're alive? This one ain't bad. It still could be deeper, but oh well. Use the soup ladle next. I've used it plenty. I mean, it's okay. But I think truly this feels like the first Musou tie-in game that has ever truly felt like its own game that kind of stands alone, despite the fact that it is... Wow. Okay. Not gonna lie. Did I just eat jerky? Oh, I see. Wow. So, he's got a healing move. That involves eating. Sure, why not? Yum. Okay. Yeah. I will 100% accept the suggestion that, hey, Link with two-handed weapons is real goofy. We'll have to find some, like, some of the better ones, but still. The food only heals the temporary HP loss. You know what? That's a sacrifice I'm willing to accept. A lot of aerial attacks, too. Damn. There we go. Time for Super Smash. Alright. This has redeemed Link considerably more in my eyes, because, damn. It's still no clap machine Daruk Monster Man. But I'll take what I can get. Hey, you eat the jerky or whatever the heck. Is this out? Yep. Came out on Friday. Technically, it came out Thursday night, but, like, whatever. I'm not splitting hairs over it. And it is pretty dang good. Ow. Ow. How could you do this to me? Ow. You monsters. Whatever do you, apart from exist, fire moblins? Ow. I will become mighty. If I give him bombs, that should break him, yes? Yep, there we go. Who's your favorite character to play so far? The living bowling ball. Okay, let's hit that. Well, he's there. I'm sure there's going to be other characters that I like. And the other thing I will say is, many of the characters are very viable. This isn't like the Legend of Arslan tie-in game that they came out with, you know, years ago, where Arslan himself was just utter trash. And so, like, all the other characters were actually kind of worth playing, though some better than others. And then, like, the main character was just super bad. That part was just demoralizing. But yeah, Axe is pretty freaking good. A little risky, but, like, who cares? No healing items appear. One hit failure. Okay, excuse me. This is...
Leave it to me.
It's gotta be Daruk for this one.
Good. I'm starved. That is great.
I'm a little worried about it. Oh, but it's just bokoblins. I'm here to bonk bokoblins, not get bonked by him. Anyway, you're asking who's my favorite character? The living bowling ball. Big boy in the one-hit challenge? My general hope here with this one is to be just so so deadly that it does not matter. I'm curious about self-sacrifice Link, if his, like, own sacrifice damage would count. Because that'd be hilarious if I just immediately killed myself. It's not the first time I've had that happen in a game where it's just like, getting hit once will screw you, and it's like, okay. Not actually the maneuver that I wanted to do.
Kaboom! Dodge this! Yeah!
I have succeeded.
I won! Kaboom! Incoming! Time's fun!
Hello, sir.
Who won this?
Have I told you about our Lord and Savior? Clap! And that is why Daruk is my favorite character. Woo! The living bowling ball. I don't know, like, I was enjoying Link with the axe. He's got merits there. But he ain't Daruk! Alright, what else we got? Two-handed Link. Should be fine. Oh, one-handed weapons only. Well, butts. Ladle it is. The definition of can't touch this. It's so good! It's so good! I can't wait to fight Ganon with the living bowling ball. Just to see, like, what happens. Love it how it keeps telling me about wall jumping, but, like, what am I even... There's, like, almost no situation where that's helpful. I should buy a bunch of apples and start making apple cobbler, but I kind of prefer peach cobbler, because then I can just use canned stuff. I need to make more desserts. Wee. The sad thing is the bomb is just so much more successful than the sword. That guy just kind of looks like Link. I realize that's just because Link was a Hylian captain. I guess. Oh, he did. There we go. Hello, I am going to train you. How? By juggling. Please, can I get more Hylian soldiers on the field? I gotta dunk like 500 of these guys. I guess my best bet here. Oh, okay. Here we go. This is a lot more. Half the time limit remains. I don't know. I might not be able to get this one. I think partly the ladle is garbage.
Wow.
It wouldn't be so bad if... Well, there we go. Here's something that's a pot lid paired with a ladle. We might get this. As long as they give me more of these guys. Okay, just 20 more of you. I guess... I just need 12 more. Seven more. Should be enough. Ladle of Justice. There we go. That was actually pretty close. We might have to upgrade the ladle some more. I think my biggest issue on that one was purely just the fact that there weren't enough dudes for me to just hit. Alright, we should probably actually use him. Well, it is so weird having load screens nowadays. Okay. Two-handed weapons with Lonk. Is Lonk? Wow. Hey, they really want me to train up Lonk here. Well, I guess that is what we will do. Luckily, I'm actually decent with this weapon, which does just as much damage as that ladle. Why? But okay, maybe that ladle is actually better than I thought. Time limited. We really think an extra 5% damage is going to make a difference here? Not a clue. Not a gosh darn. Onwards. Imagine training for months, maybe years to defend your castle, and this jabroni with a ladle comes along and defeats a whole platoon. How many people is in a platoon? Because I would assume a platoon is less than 500 people. Like, I defeated a small army there. But yeah, you gotta wonder if the Hylian soldiers are just like, who's this schmuck? You know, Link in his extremely mismatched horror clothing. Is there a new game plus on Breath of the Wild? I doubt I'd ever do it, but it would be kind of neat to start the game over again, but with all my stuff. See, this is where it matters. This is the AoE that I was looking for. Hello, Hylian Captain. Goodbye, Hylian Captain. Like I said.
Wow.
See, at least this one makes sense. Can you imagine these guys talking after the fact? Yeah, like the Ladle Squad and the, Let's avoid that for a second. Because I don't know how much damage we can take here. But, like, the Ladle Squad, is like, man, you know, that training against Link was wild. Like, how did it go for you guys? And the Axe Squad people are just like, we don't want to talk about it. Like, both groups are going to be completely shell-shocked for entirely different reasons. Like, the last one I was like, I'm barely going to make it to 500. This time around I'm like, alright, goons. Alright, let's get over next to this guy, see if we can actually get him in this one. I would thought being defeated by the ladle is more humiliating than the axe defeat. Oh, absolutely. I'm saying that there's, like, the ladle would be humiliating, the axe would be shell shock. Do we have any other mid-bosses? Nope. Right. You can't jump in this game. That's super weird. It is super satisfying. It's also really nice to actually have plenty of time before the time limit runs out. Come on. I need, like, a group of victims. I guess you'll do. There we go. Oh, Daruk appeared. Sup, Daruk? Oh, shit.
Incoming! It's over! Dodge this! Yeah!
There we go. Wow. Okay, I'll grant we did rip him to shreds real fast. How do you thrust with an axe? It's not a pike. Yeah, but I mean, imagine getting hit in the chest. It's like getting hit with a... I mean, anything big in metal. Like, it's gonna crush shit. It might not pierce, but who cares? Hey, we got the turkey legs that we're looking for. Oh man, speaking of turkey legs, how many of you guys in the US are, like, have done your Thanksgiving shopping? Because we did our Thanksgiving shopping, like half a week ago, and I ordered a tofurkey for once to see if, like, that's any good. That didn't show up. We also ordered turkey thighs. That didn't show up. I have everything else for a Thanksgiving meal, but no turkey. So I'm probably just going to live without it this year, and we'll just have Impossible Burger meatloaf or something instead, which honestly is pretty good. The merchant is a bad cold, runny nose and bad chills, but refuses to get any rest. Come up with some new recipe that will warm him up from the inside, and then cook it for him.
Oh.
Came up with a recipe on the fly that warms a person to the bones. The merchant felt better after he ate it. He got a new recipe in the process. Reduce damage from ice. Let's see. Not us. Don't plan on anything or doing anything. That makes sense. Going tomorrow for some of it. It's the day before for the fresh vegetables. Makes sense. I usually, honestly, this year especially, I've just been freezing all of my vegetables. Or buying frozen, I guess. We mostly buy canned and frozen around here. Buying fresh is always, like, really dodgy. And part of it is, like, we don't go shopping in the store. Let's see. Okay, let's actually try ravioli. Let's see if he's any good. I have yet to use him. Having a roast instead of a turkey. We'll have a turkey later. The holiday season. Yeah, we're hoping to actually try and pick up turkey stuff immediately after Thanksgiving to see if I could get something. Get a rotisserie chicken for Thanksgiving. Yeah, I'm not really interested in most rotisserie chickens, though. They're usually pretty gross. I mean, honestly, I'm perfectly fine with just skipping out on turkey itself and chicken. Like, I've barely eaten meat this year. And so when I do eat it, it actually tastes real funky.
Too easy. I see. You're finished. Behold. Stay down.
Okay, so that's his regular attacks.
It's mine.
Holy shit.
Fantastic.
Ravioli boy. We might have to have a conversation about how buggering strong this is.
Take this.
Is he just in the air all the time? I mean, it makes sense. He's a gosh darn bird. 2. I just... Holy shit. Hello.
Watch and
Nope.
learn. You didn't stand a chance.
Cripes.
Ha! Get another victory.
I don't know. This guy does horrid things. Oh, there's a finisher in there somewhere. 1, 2.
Too easy.
Yeah, the finisher is the one that sends it out.
Really now. It's my time.
Okay, let's actually try... Okay, so he just does a bombing run there. Fair enough.
Be still. Impressive.
I just... This is just markedly unfair. It's like, on one hand, Daruk is nuts, and I love him
Get another
dearly.
victory.
On the flip side, Ravioli Machine is just dead. Wow. I just... Damn! I think part of the main reason why Ravioli here is so gosh darn strong, I mean, beyond the fact that he just does, like, a lot of wide-range hits, nothing hurts him. Because, like, they swung at me a couple of times. It just didn't matter. I absolutely agree. I think Daruk is just better. But, like, the bird is just stupid. It's like in real life, no one can hit a flying target. Ish. I mean, realistically, if Ravioli takes a hit, he should just go down immediately. It should not be good for him. Okay, bonus combo. Rewards for completing the beginner's course of the flight range have been lost in transit. The Rito instructor is frantically searching for something to give folks to finish the course. Meat. Raw meat.
I won't stop aiming high.
Rewards were ready for the beginner trainees before they finished their flight range course. The instructor was relieved that no one would leave disappointed. Okay, so now we have another midair strong attack. And, you know what? Before I dive into this one, let's, Blacksmith Guild. Now that we actually have some weapons for him, let's make something slightly better. So, Great Eagle Bow. Doesn't really benefit from any of these. Yeah, those are all kind of bad. Wait, here's an idea. This one's garbage. Ah, healing item drop rate. We don't need that. Oh, I see. That's what's going on there. Because we want to leave the 2 at the campfire. Alright. So what I'm going to do... Oh, wait. Maybe I didn't want to do that. Wait. Maybe I do. What if I do that? Yeah, so actually using the higher tier one might actually be worth even more EXP. The only thing that landed a hit was the hammer. It's true. Now let's take a look at him. So he's got the farming hammer. You know what? 4% battle EXP? It's not amazing. What else do we have? Do we even care? Not overwhelmingly. Most of these are kind of bad. Alright, sure. Let's just go for the 4% battle EXP. We're not making a, like, peak weapon for damage here. We're just making... super farm... Crusher hammer. I wonder if it can actually get one more slot. Probably at level 20. There we go. I also want to just get rid of everything. There we go. So she's got 12. Let's see. Do that. And then if we go back up here, I'm just going to go for drop rates for the time being. At a later date, I will care more about weapons and damage. Ooh. This gets pricey, actually beefing up their specific... like, race weapon? Character weapon? I don't know. Tomato, tomato. Okay, no, is this... Nah, this axe ain't better. With a spear. Damage to 30 hearts or less? Nah. Oh. Perfect dodge timing window. 10%. That's worth it. Like, getting a drop rate weapon helps early. That's kind of what I've been doing across the board for most of these characters. Okay. Got that one. If I do that, it gets me more healing items. Do I care with the Soldier Spear? Oh no, this is my Woodcutter's Axe. I guess actually no. Going for the healing items on the Woodcutter's Axe is not a terrible idea. Though, chances are we want to find a higher class thing like the Feathered Edge and glom parts into that instead. Okay. Well, I am poor. Have we done it? No, we haven't done quite everything. We've got one more with the Airborne Horror. What do you all think about Link talking through sign language? It would be incredible if Link actually started talking in sign, to be honest. In this game specifically, he just doesn't talk much. Like, he's a man of incredibly few words. But having such an iconic character be canonically, like, mute and using sign language to communicate with people would be really cool. So what's the difference between this and regular Hyrule Warriors? Completely different story, much more focused plot.
Frigid. I see.
Okay. Wizrobe is a problem.
Burn!
Because one of the biggest problems with video games in general is that their representation is not it's rare to find like good representation for various peoples, cultures, disabilities especially, is kind of like hit and miss. And so having a silent protagonist that was actually like
Behold!
he actually hit me. That's
Watch
not
and
cool.
learn.
It'd be almost impossible to translate, though. I mean, you could straight up have it be text on the screen. Like, you don't have to have it that the let's see. Like, you don't have to have it that the players would need to be able to read sign language to be able to understand what Link is saying. But just just having him sign when, like, he's talking to another character or something. So, like, imagine you're at a shop.
Take this.
And Link is buying something, and instead of it just being like, you know, the guy's like, "What are you buying?" and Link is just standing there somewhat impassively. You know, if you saw Link was doing, wow, okay. If you saw Link was doing sign language to the guy, I am off camera. I'll fully admit,
Be still.
I'm probably not going to use Ravioli too much here. He's real awkward to use, and I don't think the levels are particularly well made for them, but he's pretty good. It doesn't have to be ASL either. It could be unique signs. Yeah,
Fantastic.
but at the same time, like, you might as well just use ASL anyway, just because that makes it easy. That could be Japanese Sign Language. Is there a difference? Maybe there is. How many different sign languages are there? Because, yeah, I mean, realistically, if there are more than I know, then... Okay, there is a Japanese Sign Language. Yeah, so either they come up with their own, or just use the Japanese one. I don't know. This game, like any challenge at all, seems easy. There are higher difficulty modes that I might be able to switch to, and I might want to consider that. But honestly, Hyrule Warriors is not about hard. Hyrule Warriors is about mowing through thousands of enemies without any care in the world or consequence for your actions. And you know what? I'm pretty okay with that. Alright, let's put away Ravioli.
Together for all of Hyrule.
Do we keep Mifa? Alright, even multiple sign languages for English. Huh. I really should probably beef up Zelda at some point. Well, do we use Ravioli? Nah. Let's rep Mifa even if I'm not going to use her much. Maybe. Eh, who cares? I'm just going to be rolling Daruk the entire time anyway. So what does it matter who I use?
Delicious.